What's up, guys? Rexlink Fish Guy here. A little update on the 55 gallon. Multis are getting liking their new home quite a bit. They mostly stay in the shell bed. Looks like there's the big male that I thought had jumped out. Found out he was actually in the tank. That female may have been from the 10 gallon. I think she was from the 10 gallon. And I introduced her over here with the PVC pipes, and then she moved over to the shell bed once I moved the shells in. Proves that these fish like shells more than PVC pipes. They do still explore the PVC pipes, which is completely normal. I mean, they're shell dwellers and they explore the rocks. So, yeah. They're curious fish. They like their new home though. It's nice and clean for the most part. Some algae on the filter intake. There was already algae on that heater. I need to clean the front of the glass. There's a bunch of water. And then, yeah, things are going well. It's about 80 degrees in this tank. One bad thing though is one of the multis from the 10 gallon. I remember it looking kind of sickly beforehand, but now it looks pretty sickly. You guys can see it back in the corner. It's just not looking very good. It's kind of pale. Almost seems like, I don't know, it just isn't a very strong fish and has never really been a strong fish. Ever since I saw it get chased into the corner in my 20 gallon originally, and that's why I moved him into the 10 gallon. And even in the 10 gallon, he seemed happy, but he just didn't seem healthy. Like, he was happy and ate and everything. He just always looked skinny, swam a little weird. I'm not really sure why. I thought maybe that had been fading, but then I can see him more clearly in this tank, and obviously it hadn't been. But luckily about this tank is it's so big, they have a lot of room to go and hide, except that that male is going to chase him up there. I'm not sure if he's a male or what, but he's just not had good luck. He's always been the weakling. But he survives. So, he was fine when he was with this other female, alone in that 10 gallon. But I thought by now, fish would get along with him. As you guys can see, he's kind of terrified of the other multis. Not really sure what I can do for him. I just don't want to separate him when he's not gonna... I don't want to make a pair with him with another female if he isn't actually a male and he's not gonna breed anyways. Which, if he dies, I really won't be surprised. I just can't figure it out and can't figure out why he's not doing well when he's been given just as good of circumstances as the rest of the fish. But otherwise, these fish are doing really well. These smaller multis are growing. Well, it's been a day, but they seem to really like their new home. They show off some nice colors. Like, that one is really dark. This is a female, and the male is, well, was back there, now he's there. So maybe he will learn how to hide, or maybe he will eventually get his own place, hopefully a shell or something, learn to be accepted and get stronger. But I kind of doubt it, and if he is my first multi-death, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I tried to help him as much as I could already, but it just doesn't look like it'll be enough. So yeah, fish are doing good. There's still more activity in the 20-gallon than there is in here, but hopefully with time that will change. This tank should be active and really fun to watch eventually. Eventually I want to have more shells in this area. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. More shells in the shell bed area. Pull the PVC pipe out with maybe 1 or 2 randomly, so that if I need to get some fry out or something, some fry that don't live in the main shells, I can pull those out really easily with the PVC pipe. Or I can just empty the tank of PVC pipe after I get more shells. Then maybe I can either get some Julies or some other rock dweller. I'm thinking Cautopunctatus for this area, and maybe I could leave some of the PVC pipe shells. Leave some of those in the area because sometimes they will breed in shells. Or Julies and Cautopunks in this area, or Julies in this area, Cautopunks in that area, Shellies in between. Not really sure where I'm gonna go with it, but should be a fun tank. So, sorry for the long update. Yeah, fish are doing pretty good, I would say.